We are now joined by Dale Earnhardt Jr., driver of the number 88 National Guard Chevrolet, who finished second in today's The Profit on CNBC 500. Currently our points leader, 6 points over Brad Keselowski. Obviously, great way to start the season, a first at Daytona, second here. Talk a little bit about your run out there today.
Well, you know, got to congratulate Kevin. Those guys were 2/10 faster than everybody all weekend in practice. They were just phenomenal. And to be able to run with them as we did all day was a big confidence builder for us. And even at the end of the race, I thought our laps we put together coming up to the checkered were faster than him. So I can't, I'm love to have won the race and a little disappointed, but to come that close. But our team is performing so well. We're just got a lot of great chemistry and good communication going back and forth, and everybody's confidence is very high, and everybody's mood and morale is very high. So hopefully we can maintain that and not have any bad luck or make any mistakes, and continue to keep working toward winning some more races. If we run second enough, we're bound to at least trip into one or two. We ran second quite a few races in the last 10 or so races we've run. So I feel good. I feel like we're really coming around the corner and peaking at the right time this season to try to run for the championship.
Okay, we'll take questions for Dale. We'll start up here with Reed, then go to Jeff.
Reed Spencer with NASCAR Wire Service. Dale, right before Gilliland's spin, before the next to last caution, you had just run your fastest lap of the day. If it had gone green from that point, do you think you would have had something for him?
I don't know. For whatever reason on that particular run, we were running about the same times, I guess, or maybe he was just a tick quicker. I was going to need some traffic to back him up to me. And then that last run, once I cleared the other cars around me, I was much quicker than him the last 4 laps or so. It's weird because you won't change anything. You won't even pit for tires. And the caution will come out and your car will drive different. The caution will come out and it'll drive different again. The caution will come out and it'll drive a completely different way again. So you just hope that the roulette wheel comes around in your favor every time the caution comes out, that the car is going to turn. Sometimes, on some restarts I had a loose car for about 10 laps, and then I had a car that wouldn't turn for 10 laps after another caution. So you just hope that you get things right or whatever's going to happen. I don't know how that happens or why that happens, but everybody sort of battles a different balance every time they have a restart and get going again and cycle the tire. Have a caution, cool tire off, and then get going again. It cycles the tire and makes the balance of the car a little bit different. But for whatever reason, that last run was the best we were compared to Kevin. Before that, I don't think we had anything for him, really, to be honest.
Okay, we'll take our next one from Jeff. Go ahead.
Jeff Gluck from USA Today. Obviously, Daytona is one thing, but when you get here, the real season starts, so to speak. Did this run that you had today answer even more questions in your mind than maybe Daytona
Sure.
did because of the way that this applies to so many other places?
Yep. I was wondering if we was going to carry on a momentum from last year, how we was running so good in the chase. And also with the rules, the no height rules, I was wondering where we were going to fall in performance with the competition. What did people learn over the all season? Who was going to stand out like the 4-car did today and all weekend? And it seems like we aren't behind. We aren't where the 4-car is, but we're definitely close. And hopefully we can learn what we need to learn rapidly in the next several weeks and get up to par so we can win some races because, there's a couple teams out there that are behind or not quite on to the new package and the new rules, and I'm glad that we're doing pretty well. The performance is there for us, so hopefully we can maintain it. We'll go to a completely different track in Vegas, but we got a whole day Thursday to really figure it out, and that'll be good to have that track time.
Okay, we'll go to Rick, then Stan.
Dale, you talked the other day about how hypothetically having won a race under this new scoring system could give you some latitude to try some things. I just wondered, as that applied to today, what sort of things were going on in the course of a race that might have been a little different if you had not won Daytona?
Well, we probably would have went with the same strategy as we had today as far as stretching our fuel mileage. We were stretching it really thin. We'd have probably went with the same strategy regardless of the situation, but it wouldn't have been as nerve-wracking. It wasn't as nerve-wracking today. So Normally, you're just biting your fingernails when he says we're 2 laps short and we got to find 2 laps somewhere, and the cautions are coming out, and you think you're saving, but you don't know exactly how much you're saving. Man, it's just really, really nerve-wracking. So today, when he said that, I was like, all right, if we run out, we run out, no big deal, and we could gamble with a better better conscience.
Okay, we'll take Stan. Go ahead.
Stan Creekmore with RPMTonight.com. During that final caution, did you even think at all about the battle that you ended up with Keselowski, and is that what took away any opportunity for you to win?
No, Kevin's going to jump out there and get away from us, and we just didn't have enough laps. For one, we didn't have enough race car all day long. He had just been faster, but for whatever reason, that last run we reeled him in a little bit. We cut it probably in half. We just need another 10 laps, I guess, but we didn't have 10 laps.
Okay, do we have another question in the back? Go ahead.
Paula Bove in Arizona Republic. Brett was just talking about when you guys were closer to his racing, he saw the fans standing up when it looked like maybe you were going to take a lead. He noticed that. Do you pick that up during the race as well, ever?
No. I'm concentrating as hard as I can to make sure I get the left front tire where I want it to be on the entrance of the corner, and I got the rolling speed that I need so I don't drive through the fronts in the middle of the corner. You're thinking about everything going on in the car. You can't really think about that. This place really requires your attention throughout the whole lap. There are some tracks that are bigger where you can see that, like the front straightaway at Michigan or somewhere like that, where you can get a good idea what the fans' reaction is to what's happening on the track. But it's usually much larger racetracks.
Okay, we'll take one here, then Jim, then Tom. Jim, right behind you.
Jim Peltz, LA Times. Dale, on those restarts, was it strictly Kevin had the horsepower to jump out, or was he getting a push each time? Or
he just he gets to go first. So I can't go when he goes, and I'd be cheating. But I tried to go within sync with him, and I think the last few restarts I did match it up. But he does get a shove by the 22 somewhere around in this area that gets him another half car length, and I'm on the outside, which ain't the preferred line on that corner, so he's gonna. The leader really has a great opportunity to maintain the lead here if he doesn't make any mistakes on the restart. But those first several restarts, he was just kicking my butt at the line, and then I started seeing what his pattern was and what he had been doing, and was able to time it a little better, so I didn't look so foolish. But it was going to be hard to try to race. I've tried really hard to try to get down the corner and stay on his quarter panel off of 2, because then I'd have a great shot. It may be racing him some, but their car is just so good, and he'd have me cleared pretty easily.
Okay, Tom, and then we have one final question in the back. Go ahead.
Dale, Tom Jensen, FoxSports.com. Congratulations on your finish. Were you surprised that there wasn't, with all those restarts, as many as there were you surprised that there wasn't just one where he slipped up a little bit and gave you or whoever was second a chance?
Not really. He's not a rookie, and guy's been around a long time, knows what he's doing, and he's won some races here. He feels good and confident about what he's doing here. He won last year here, and so you just when you're winning at a place with regularity and in recent months, you really got a lot of confidence. So he wasn't going to be rattled by anything. I'd had to get to his bumper and some under green to try to get him loose or do something like that, which I might have been able to do, but we just ran out of laps, and he was going to be very, very, very hard to pass. I knew that.
Final question.
Hi. I've been watching you race for a very, very long time, and I know you have the ability, but the biggest change I've seen this year in just the 2 races is you seem way more comfortable in your car than you have been. Is that so?
Well, I think we just got a lot of momentum carried over from last year. We were running really well in the chase. I think that chase performance that we had got us pretty excited, got us real happy to look forward to this season. It's hard to take away a lot from 2 races. It's such a long season, so many things can happen. So many teams can learn and progress, and the competition gets tougher and tougher throughout the year as everybody starts seeing what's happening in the garage. Secrets don't last long, and so we just got to work harder than everybody else, and we're going testing. We got a lot of tests lined up. We didn't test in off season that much. We didn't want to burn ourselves out before the season started. And we got a lot of tests lined up in the first half of the season that's going to help us, I think, really learn a lot more. We're already relatively competitive now, and the testing should help us even more.
Well, you've and I had a good start. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
Great
Y'all
way to
have
start the season. See you next week at Vegas.
have a fun trip home. Take it easy.